Leaders are born and not made. Ideas rule the world and not money or wealth. If there's anything, it is idea that brings wealth. Viewers will agree with me that the richest men on earth today are creators, innovators, inventors, good managers of resources. They didn't just wake up and begin to gather wealth. Their wealth came as a result of their creativity and innovations. Please sit back, relax, and watch this clip to see how the man Peter Obi was able to fix Anambra State and how the blueprint which he can use to also fix our country, Nigeria.
Let me give you the instance. Today, Anambra remains the most financially stable state in this country. If you don't know, the day I left government, 17th of March 2014, I had in Access Bank, a bank in Nigeria, $50 million. I repeat, $50 million and about 7 billion naira. It's a bank in Nigeria. I'm sure Access Bank people are here. You can go and verify. I have in Fidelity Bank, a bank in Nigeria, $55 million, $55 million and over 10 billion naira. I had in Diamond Bank, a bank in Nigeria, $50 million. What I had the day I left was $155.4 million. By yesterday, in terms of the yield, because we called it future generation money, I was supposed to terminate at 2050. By yesterday, it was worth $185 million. If you multiply today, that is about 500. Because when you hear that Peter Obi 75 billion, if anybody doubts it, call me. I know where the money is. I kept it. And on that day, and I said, on that day that I left, as of December 2013, I did not owe any teacher, anybody at the local government level, gratuity. As at the day I left, anybody in the civil service was not being owed gratuity or pension or salary, and no contractor had a certificate that is pending. I was one that bought the highest number of vehicles as a governor from PAN. It's there. They gave me a certificate. From Kaduna, I started the nursing factory. When the nursing came to Anambra State, I laid the foundation. I laid the foundation of the nursing factory, and when it was completed, I brought President Jonathan to commission it, and there ordered from him 1,000 vehicles. That 1,000 vehicles, how did I do it? About 600 and something was vehicles for schools. Every single secondary school in Anambra had a bus. Then all the security, all the communities, I bought one pickup for them. All of them, the tension that I bought one. When I was done, people say, "Hey, this is nothing. It just started. We know whether his car is good. Maybe the brake is not working. Maybe I said, don't worry. Let the number of people that will remain after the other ones die leave. Let it kill the number of people." That's how that industry is working today, and nobody has been killed, not one person. And that factory is functional. We went on, and if you see the cost implication, if we had bought foreign vehicles versus nothing, just like if you see the implication when people come to me and say, "We are going to furnish," like when I was rebuilding the house, we are going to we say, "Hey, this furniture shop in Awolowo Road." This one, I say, "Listen, if we cannot find anybody to do governor's bed in Aka, then the governor will sleep on the floor. Forget it. There must be a furniture man here that will give me furniture in Oka that will sleep. That's how we brought one Mr. Daja. I used to know him as a small boy. His company has collapsed. I called him and said, listen, you still know how to do furniture? I said, yes. I said, go and do all the bed that is here. Whoever can sleep in it can go and sleep somewhere else, not there. Why am I saying all this? All these things people tell you, this country today can still function on our income and be able to save money. And that brings me to where all of you are guilty. Because yes, I would have agreed with the lady that talked about this, about you. Yes, there's the one way you, but you cannot do anything if you have the type of leadership this country has experienced in several years. We are lost a case of where lunatics took over the asylum. And we must do something about it. You know, we must do something about it. Our leaders have to do what? We need to question their commitment, and that is where you come in. This is the only country we vote people in. They don't have a car. They don't do anything. 6 months, they invite us for housewarming, to wash their car. Instead of calling police, because we know where the money came from, we are busy dancing. Everybody is guilty of it. I have been in a church where I know somebody stole money, and the bishop is saying that wherever he got it from, may he multiply. The man is a thief. The man is a thief. He's a thief, so we should arrest him. He cannot multiply because he's stealing our money. People cannot continue. If anybody in government comes to tell you, everybody have good story to tell. If anybody see you, you write a paper, I've done this road, go to the road. I built a university from the scratch. It's in Ibadan. I built a teaching hospital from the scratch. It's in Oka, the fastest one. So let people say where they did it. Don't tell us in pages of newspaper. Don't give us our words. We want to know. If you say we want to export rice, let's eat the rice first. Don't tell us in pages of newspaper. Don't give us our words. We want to know. If you say we want to export rice, let's eat the rice first. Let's have it. So all this is for you to take back the government. That is where I join Olisa in asking you. You can be the change. Stop celebrating criminality. Let us say we cannot allow these people. It is your future that are toying with, including me. We've wasted your time. People are talking about Bill Gates. What is more important for us? We have a government, we said, we have to plan to turn things around. What are we going to do? We adopted what we call the MDG goals and said we'll go on these goals and implement it. From all these monies we're going to save, whether it's this, if you talk about security votes, oh, this is the percentage, this is this, this is this. That's how we started to do statistics, to fight poverty. And what do we discuss when we did poverty mapping? That the poorest areas in Anambra State, their problem was access. And I can say to you, go to Anambra State today. We have the best road network of any state in this country. And then we look at it. We went into education. Everybody knew that education was shut down in Anambra State for 2 years. Under a particular government, we said, when I started, we were number 26 in WAEC. I said, no, we must be among the first 10. How are we going to do it? We looked at it and said, okay, the best thing is to return these schools to the church. It belongs to them. and we'll give them money directly and everything. Of course, that was very difficult. Everybody wanted to collapse the whole place. I said, well, my wife will always come back and say to me, Peter, hey, this is your doing. You know people are not happy. These people are not, why are you always making trouble? These people are not happy with you. These guys and everything. And I'll always say that, listen, my dear wife, I have one of the most wonderful wives anybody will wish. I will always say to her, listen, Margaret, your problem is that you don't understand. My job is not to make people happy. There's people in the entertainment industry to make people happy. My job is to take the right decision. It's not my job. My job is not to make people happy. My job is to take the right decisions for the benefit of the people. I'm telling you why I was impeached. The only reason why I was impeached is that I was saving money. I said, listen, this is the only country in the world that has a diminishing assets called oil, and they're not saving money. Every other country has it as a law that a portion of this money must be saved. So I said in Anambra State, we must save. It is a critical thing, we must save. And I'll talk about it so when we went to education, I said, I don't want money again to be given to the Ministry of Education. Money must go direct to government from our purse to the church. They went and reported to the federal government because their money was involved. Of course, federal government set up a panel which came headed by Governor of Rivers State today. I said, come. I said, money should not be given to ministry because I saw that there's so many toll gates that will stop the money from being spent. Give it to the church. When they came and showed them, this is the church school, this is church school, this is our own. Our own was not working. But what happened? In less than 3 years, 2011, 12, 13, Anambra was #1 in WAEC and NECO. All this was possible because of the change we brought. We started saving money. Everybody was telling me, say, Peter, why are you keeping this money? Why are you doing this? Let me give you the instance. Today, Anambra remains the most financially stable state in this country.